We are so glad to have you joining us here for another episode of Squawk Talk. And this may be the best guest we've ever had. This week we have on the I never get the guest out in time. I don't know. I just feel so bad. Today's guest is Patty Yoss. She is one of the coolest, kindest, most generous teachers in the building and always comes to the plays.
I enjoy them.
We do not have all the staff can't make it. I mean, that'd be crazy. We have lives, but it's just nice when they come and support all the students. So, what a guest for the Falcon players. That's perfect. Okay, so got lots of questions for you. So, what subject do you happen to teach?
I teach math. This year I teach 6th and 7th grade math. Last year 6 and 8, so it changes from year to year. But always math.
But that's got to be hard to switch.
Well,
I guess
has bonuses. I get to have some of my kids 2 different years.
Right, yeah.
Mature and grow and learn.
Because I get to have them all year, or all of the students, all 3 that I have. Let's see here. And it says here that when you were growing up, you were the oldest child in the family?
I am.
I was the same. So was my wife.
Oldest of 3. I hear that makes us bossy.
Oh, we're bossy. We are bossy. I didn't know it made us bossy, but they probably agreeing. You move camera. Yeah. Let's see. And you enjoy snow skiing.
I do. I love snow skiing. It's a little challenging now that my knees don't have the same strength that they once did, but
I've
snow skied in many places in Utah and New Mexico
and you've been other places, which we're going to get to. And so are you following that trial with the person that ran into Gwyneth Paltrow and whatever?
I did see that, but I don't feel like I've seen enough information on the news to be able to make a accurate judgment.
I kind of, so are we going to start broadcasting all the time somebody ran into somebody? No, it's only because it's Gwyneth Paltrow, and so.
Right.
Yeah. And if you could just spend time, this is one of my favorite things. If you could just spend time doing something, you would like to drink tea with a friend?
I do. In fact, I did that over spring break with several different people, met and had tea time.
That is awesome. Now, is coffee allowed or is it just tea?
Coffee is allowed. If I drink coffee, though, it tastes a lot more like hot chocolate by the time I get done. By the time
you remove the bitter and go to, I mean, who doesn't want a chocolate drink? Right. There is more, but I think we'll pick up on that later. I do want to ask you about, you have been to Kenya.
I have.
And
I lived there for a year.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. That's so cool.
I lived in 5 different countries in Africa, worked in 7 different countries, and did a little bit of work in an 8th country.
Wow. And now, okay, so you do have a story about you were going to take things in, but they were going to charge you a ton of money.
So I don't know if you're referring to I was going to take into Kenya toys for the orphans that we were caring for, and I thought it would be really nice to take them in their original packaging.
Yeah.
But when we got to customs, they said because it was new items, we were going to have to pay customs on all of those items. And I didn't force tears. I just naturally started crying.
You were devastated because
And the man said, just take it, just go. So
that's the way to get through there. That is awesome. Okay, I think it's time that we spill. Oh, yeah. So we are going to learn about some photos that you gave to us to share.
Okay.
Let's see this first one here. What do we have? Oh, we're going the wrong way. Those will be on an upcoming episode, though. Who is this? There's so many people.
Is my family. I'm there in the middle with my husband. And to my left and right are my son and daughter and their spouses. And then all surrounding us is the 8 grandchildren.
8?
Yep. I have 2 kids, and each one has 4 children, and that makes 8.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
So we have a house full.
Yeah,
when they come. And
they can all make it.
Usually twice a year, sometime in the summer, sometime in the winter.
Yeah, wow. Well, that's wonderful. But other people visit other times.
True.
Just all of them.
Right. Only those 2 times that they're all together.
And that's got to just be an ordeal to orchestrate.
It is. Thankfully, some of them are getting old enough to help with that orchestrating. Help with the cooking, help with the cleanup, help with the planning.
Best. Okay, next picture. I don't know who this is.
That picture was taken last year or the year before for the 8th grade farewell.
Oh, right,
And so
right.
teachers each got to say something to send the 8th graders off, and that's what was going on there.
Oh, very cool, very cool. And our final picture.
Ah, 2 of my 6th grade students from a few years ago. And yeah, we were still back in masks in those
I was going to say, yeah,
days.
we'll always know when that photo was taken, at least
Yes,
generally speaking.
yes, yeah.
Yep.
Glad to be out of the masks.
Absolutely. Awesome. Thanks for sharing those. I think it's time for us to spin. We're going to find out what game Patty and I get to play.
Ooh.
Hungry, Hungry Hippos. Oh, yeah. Now, you've probably played this before.
I have seen it played in the gym. I take it we're not playing that version.
No, we're playing a little tiny one. I just learned about that one yesterday.
Yeah, looked cool.
All right. Our amazing technical staff is helping us to achieve things and trying to break stuff. But thank you very much. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. No one was injured in the making of this Squawk Talk. All right, so we just dump it and we're just going to go. Which 2 colors would you like? This, by the way, is the Dino edition.
Oh.
Spare no expense.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's what they had on sale.
I'll go with the 2
okay.
pastels.
All right, here we go. You ready?
What are we doing?
As soon as I pour, you do this, you try to get the most.
Okay.
If you get the orange one, it's worth 5.
Oh.
I've only won once on the show ever. All right, ready?
Yes.
Don't laugh at me.
My
That's
hands.
mean. All right, ready?
Uh-huh.
Set, go! I got some technique.
Oh, you got the. Oh, wait.
Oh, I didn't. They came back out. Oh.
Yes,
Ah!
Stay in there. I'm not going to move you.
I think you got
Okay.
it. Oh, one went into this thing. We got one more. We got one more because it went into the little. Ready?
Yes.
Set, go. Whoa!
And there we go.
I am awesome. And yet, all right, count it up. They're going to let us know who who won and who failed miserably.
Okay.
We know who that always is. All right, so, okay, so just some questions about your awesome career here. Why did you become a teacher in the first place?
I love math. I love science.
See, that's rare in and of itself. Not to love it, but you know, there's a great number of people who are not that great at math.
And that's one of the reasons I like math, is I like teaching math because it's fun to teach the kids who are like me, who are overachievers in math. But it's also fun to help the lights come on for kids who didn't
aha
see it
moments.
Before, the aha moments. Yep.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like that. That's the most amazing part. That's
Absolutely.
very cool. And you like to create those moments.
I do. I also wanted to be a stay-home mom, so I wanted a schedule that kind of met my kids' schedule. So
gotcha, right? Because when they're at school, you're at school, and when over the summer, you're together. That's all. All right. So, how long have you been teaching? This
is my 4th year at South.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Africa for 11 years before that, doing various things, and then I taught homeschoolers for a couple of decades, and before that, I taught public school. So various different modes of teaching for several decades.
What a diverse career. That's amazing. And you have some favorite student memories, if I'm not mistaken. Are there any you could share?
I don't know. Do you have a hint for me?
There was a really cool one about our person right here. Yes.
What was it?
I can lead in. It was a particularly arduous day. We don't need to get into whatever that was, but some students just needed a hug. They just need some caring.
Yes, I do remember it. One of our students was moving away, and lots of people were very sad about it.
Yeah.
And there was lots of tears that day in 6th grade. And as I got into my lesson, we got through the lesson, and then there were more tears. I said, "Okay, do you girls need a hug?" So they came up and got their hug. And then one of my young men said, "Can boys have hugs too?" And I said, "Yes." So a couple of boys got hugs, and then this one says, "Oh, grandma hugs are the best."
Which is awesome. And that's something she'll treasure forever. That's awesome. Yep.
Thank you.
Awesome. Okay. So I think we're going to move on to we have to say the scores. I was destroyed. Go ahead, just announce it out. Got to say it loud for the mic.
Yas won 15-7.
Oh,
Ah,
God, getting that little red one, that or
Yeah.
orange, whatever.
it doesn't matter though. You know math, 15 to
Oh,
7.
yeah.
Take that 5 off. It's still a destroy. I'm getting used to it. I'm getting
Okay.
used to it.
All right.
My techniques don't seem to work, but they have flair. All right, we're moving on to one of my favorite segments.
Yeah.
It is this or that, love or hate. We'll start with love or hate.
Okay.
All right. Of these, just let us know what you think. Roller coasters, love or hate?
Love, love, love. I went on several with the 8th grade trip to Six Flags.
That is awesome.
Love roller
Okay.
coasters.
But do you ride the Boss?
I don't think I've been on the Boss.
Okay.
Most recent one was Batman.
Batman is awesome
Yeah.
and it's smooth. The Boss is like being in a buckboard
Oh,
going 60 miles an hour or
Yikes.
whatever. It is horrible. Don't ride it.
okay.
You will
Yeah,
not like
I
them
might need
anymore.
a chiropractic visit.
Right. I like them. I like playing football and being rough, and that thing, that was unpleasant.
Okay.
Definitely. All right. Horror movies, love them or hate them?
Definitely hate horror movies.
Hey, okay.
Don't like to be frightened.
What about some of the really bad, cheesy 80 ones? Have you gone back and seen any?
No, I don't like horror movies.
They do have some scare, but it's not like today's psychological. Like there's some joy in those terrible movies. I'll just let you know that. I recently saw Cocaine Bear, which was interesting.
Oh,
Have you guys heard of that?
no.
Am I the only one? Yeah. It was based on a true story. Nothing
Oh.
happened except the bear in real life just ate so much it like stomach exploded. So-
Oh, attractive.
But in this one, the bear goes crazy. So it's very campy,
Okay.
ridiculous.
I do
and
like to camp.
yeah, well, and it's not that kind of camp.
Oh,
This
okay.
is more like totally disgusting and gross.
Oh, no, don't want that.
In a humorous way, which is like why I like it. Because I'm with you, horror, just like I'm bored. Well, you're scared and I'm bored.
Yes.
Yeah. Pickles, like love them or hate them.
Yeah, I would say I love pickles.
Awesome. Reading.
I like reading. So do I have a?
I would say, yeah, we'll call that. Sure.
I like reading, but I
But you don't love it.
Love it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's a math brain right there.
Yes.
Did
I
what?
did read 2 books over spring break though.
That's great.
Yeah.
In 1 week, that's awesome. For me especially, I'm a little too ADHD to stay with it for too long. That was 2 chapters. I should have done 80 things by now. All right. Shopping, love it or hate it?
Oh, I don't hate it, but I don't especially like it.
Gotcha. So that would be 2 thumbs down.
Okay.
You don't.
thumbs
That
down.
doesn't mean you hate it. It means you don't
Yeah.
love or hate it.
Yeah. I usually do my grocery shopping online and let my husband pick them up on the way home.
I do too.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Is shopping online and never leaving the house.
Yeah, you don't have impulse
I'll just sit there and
buys.
drink the tea and.
That's right.
Oh, you still have impulse buys. Come on.
Well,
The ads come up and suddenly you're like, why did I order this? I've got many of those sitting here right now. Let's see. Coffee. We talked about that
I do
kind
like
of.
coffee if it tastes like hot chocolate with
Right.
some nice, yummy stuff in it.
But you would prefer tea.
I would prefer tea.
All right, but do you have a lot of sugar in your tea?
I do not. I've started
That's
drinking my tea
interesting.
with no sweetener, no sugar, just because I drink so much of it.
Yeah.
It's too much sugar, too
Right.
much sweetener. So it's just straight up.
Very cool. Interesting. Let's see. And then video games.
I don't dislike them. I just don't play them.
Just don't right.
Yeah.
And I think most of the students know that I just play very old ones
Ah.
from when I was their age.
Oh,
And that's
so
all I ever played.
That's not far enough back for Pac-Man.
Oh yeah, it's
Really?
absolutely
Okay.
yeah. The first game on my system was Donkey Kong, which
Okay.
was one of those early. Oh yeah,
Mario Brothers.
yeah.
That's a little more recent.
That's a little more recent. That did come out, but not back then. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Definitely. Am I over? Are you yelling at me? No, I'm doing all right. Sports, love or hate?
Sports. I love sports.
Awesome. All right, you're just a fun person. These
I
answers
love
are
going-
telling me.
I love going to sports events of our kids too.
Oh yeah,
Football, make at least a couple of those.
so
Basketball.
you're doing better than me.
Yeah,
But yeah, I need, and I've been always wanting to go to more because they're fun.
they
And
are.
the students are amazing. All right, this or that. We're going to this or that. Which you like? To talk to somebody or to text them? Which would you rather do?
Definitely this. Talk to them. But
Definitely.
I have plenty of people in my life who are texters.
Texting
so
you
I
constantly.
do that if I need to.
We saw the family. I'm
Yes.
sure there's so many texters.
Yes.
And are you tidy or messy?
I am definitely tidy.
Great. So this, awesome.
Yes.
I want to be so badly, and I'm in
We know
theater.
that one.
I'm in theater. It doesn't.
I had to clean your room for like 4 weeks straight.
It's true. It's
Now
true.
Look at that desk.
That's what I have students
Yeah, and
for.
you messed it up.
All right. Silly or serious?
Hmm.
Ooh, this is a tough one. We
That's a tough
stumped
one.
her.
Yeah, both of them are stumped.
Both.
Yeah,
There you go. You're silly unless it's messy, and then
that's right. Don't want to be
here comes the
messy.
hammer.
That's
You're in
right.
trouble.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why you don't visit my room enough, because
I guess
she's like,
not.
I can't even look at Schneider's room. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
I am a morning person. Just in order to be able to function and get to school on time, I got to get up early, which means I have to go to bed
Absolutely.
early in order to get up early the
Right.
next day.
Right.
So,
I'm with you totally.
Yeah.
Doesn't always work out that way for me, but
Right.
all right. This one has an actual. I'll do this one first. Summer or winter? This or that?
Oh, I love every season for different reasons. So I have to be all thumbs up.
I'm with
I need
you.
4 thumbs because I really do love all 4 seasons.
I love it. I don't like summer when it's too hot. It just,
But
if I want a
that-
migraine, I just go outside in the summer. Good times.
It
Woo-woo.
makes you ready for fall.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I missed fall the most when I lived in Africa because we don't.
They don't have fall.
there.
Oh, that's sad.
No, don't have the change.
And I like the snow. The change, yeah. I did have a friend who moved to San Francisco, and it's 70 degrees every day. It's beautiful. About 6 months later, it's like, oh my gosh, it's 70 degrees every single day. And he grew up here, so the change is part of what we become.
I agree.
All right, here's one. Now there is a correct answer. You may just be wrong.
Dear.
Do you like pie or cake?
That would be definitely both.
Both. I'll accept both.
Especially if they're chocolate.
Oh, so chocolate pie and chocolate cake.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Or chocolate coffee.
Yes.
As we
all the
talked
above.
about. All right. So this is one. We don't need this anymore.
Okay.
We're moving on to the final thing. It's just one more question, and it is: do you prefer pancakes, waffles, or French toast? I
Why is it
know.
so hard?
We love all of them.
I love all of those.
But which one? You can only pick one.
If I had to have one, ooh,
We've stumped you twice. I'm impressed.
pancakes.
Pancakes. Fantastic. All right. Do you put peanut butter on them, though?
I sometimes do. Or it just depends on the mood.
Right.
Peanut
the mood.
butter and syrup, both.
Yes,
a
that's
mixture.
exactly.
That's very good. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, hey, you bring us both up there. This was an awesome show, and you've always been a fascinating person. But I've learned so much more today.
Thank you.
So thank you for being on the show. You're amazing.
My pleasure.
And thanks for stopping in and watching Ms. Yoss and I. And we'll catch you next week, Sunday at 4.